We don't go to church. We are the church. That's what it is. The church is you. But it's you and I when we come corporately. On purpose. The whole discussion is on purpose. This subject that Pastor Randy opened, there is a way he delves into it that also will bring further light into it. Go ahead and share it.
Thank you.
It's a 5 dimension to this that he mentions.
Thank you. Genesis 12, 2 and 3, quickly. Genesis 12, 2 and 3. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. You see, when God said to Abraham that he was going to make of him a great nation, that great nation is the church. That's you and I. We are that great nation. And then he said, verse 3, and I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee, and in thee. Now, in that nation shall all families of the earth be blessed. And that's what Pastor Randy was telling us. The church, you see, God in his promise to Abraham reveals his heart, his missionary heart for the nations. Our God is a missionary God.
Everybody write that one down. God is a missionary God.
He reveals that his missionary heart. It's not a local deity. It's a God of the nations. And he has a plan to bless the nation with salvation, with blessings. Now, he said the church, it's through the church that the families of the earth shall be blessed. The church is a carrier of the blessing. You are a carrier of God's blessing. And it is through you that the families of the earth, the population segments, the young people, the old, the Gen Zs, through you, they shall be blessed. There's a blessing that you are carrying. There's a blessing that you carry. And you are actually a custodian of that blessing. For those people, we are not the end point recipient of that blessing. You are a custodian of it. And that's why Pastor Randy said, we are a church on a mission. We are sent. We are the sent ones. Now, so he said, all the families of the earth shall be blessed. Now, the Holy Spirit, now the Father, our Father is a missionary God. He has a son. He made him a missionary.
Everybody write it down. God has only one son, and he made him a missionary.
And when Jesus Christ came, you know, Pastor Randy referred us to that John 20 and verse 21. He said, as the Father has sent me, so sent I you. When Jesus rose from the dead and they were asking him, when will you at this point restore the kingdom? He said in Acts 1:8, you shall receive power after the Holy Spirit has come upon you, and you'll be witnesses of me in Jerusalem, in Judea and Samaria, to the end of the age. The Holy Spirit is a missionary spirit.
Write it down. The third one. God is a missionary God. Jesus himself is a missionary Son of God. And the Holy Spirit is a missionary spirit. Is God's mission agent on the earth.
sent for the accomplishment of the mission of God. In actual fact, the Holy Spirit is now the chief administrator of God's mission on earth.
The Holy Spirit is the chief administrator of God's mission on earth.
And that's where, when you in your response to being on mission with God, you need to accompany with the Holy Spirit.
He is your partner in mission.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He is your partner. He has gone ahead. We are now to join him.
Yes, sir. And he knows the way. He's the one that empowers us. We just cannot do without him. Now, the Bible, just like you had, is a missionary document.
Write it down. The Bible you are reading. If you want the Bible to make sense, look at it from the point of perspective of mission. It's a missionary document.
It's God's document for you to understand him and his mission on earth and how he wants you to relate in the fulfillment of his eternal purpose. So we have God the Father, who is the missionary God. We have his Son, who is sent on mission. The Bible says, John 3:16 that we read, that God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, made him a missionary, and Jesus came on mission. You see, and he said, as the Father has sent me, I'm also sending you. The church is a missionary community.
Now the fifth one, the church is a mission institution, is a mission agency, is a missionary community.
So, Pastor Randy used a statement that God has a church for his mission. We're actually a church for God's mission. The centrality of mission to the existence of the church is crucial. The church exists by mission as fire exists by burning.
So when a church ceases to live for God's mission, it has lost its purpose for existing.
Yes, sir.
That's when everything goes off. And the car that has gone off track will have accidents. Let me tell you what happens when anything in existence loses its purpose. Everything that exists has purpose. When batteries cease to supply power, what do? You throw them away. The day this mic stopped working, you try to repair it first. It doesn't work. It cannot transmit sound anymore. What do? You throw it away. That's why you have cars dropped at junkyards. That's what happens to human beings when they die. How many of you would take a dead body and keep it in your house and prepare breakfast, lunch, and dinner for that person? Is that what you do with dead people? You keep them in mortuary and then you bury them. The things that land in dustbins are things that have expired as far as their mission and purpose is concerned. When you cease to live for your purpose, you're also announcing to God that there is no need for breath in your nostrils. The greatest defense against death is a life of purpose. Purpose has 12 benefits. Because Pastor Randy is coming at it from, when he says the church, all of us will think about the institution. But you need to know, say it with me, we don't go to church. We are the church. That's what it is. The church is you. But it's you and I when we come corporately. But it's also you and I. So, purpose is the reason why you exist.